Some facades of buildings make a deep impression. Some endure the test of time in their beauty and in their majesty. And this facade of St. Peter's behind me proves special in all of Rome. What's the background? This basilica is certainly the most photographed building in the Eternal City. It provides an emblem for the church and an icon for the Vatican. It was designed by Carlo Maderno, one of his most notable works and one of his earliest. Born about 1556, Maderno becomes a prominent Roman architect in the early 17th century. He began his architectural career in Rome under his uncle mentor Domenico Fontana, then considered the most prestigious architect in the Western world. Now, working with four brothers in craftsmanship, Maderno labored first as a marble cutter, and that experience led him to the essentials of architecture, and he initiated the style of early Baroque architecture. Now, his first major Roman commission was the facade of the Church of Santa Susanna. That's about 2 miles east of Rome Center, which was completed about 1603. It was considered so impressive that Maderno became the chief architect for St. Peter's in that same year. In 1607, by order of Pope Paul V, Carlo Maderno designed the facade as well as parts of the interior, in succession of other great men who made their contributions. St. Peter's Basilica, no doubt, may prove the epicenter of the greatest Italian artists and architects in all the world. Now, earlier, Donato Bramante and Michelangelo gave much input for the interior, with both proposing a Greek cross plan that Maderno changed to the more common vertical or Latin cross. Bramante designs a similar dome to the Pantheon, and after him, Michelangelo embellishes that dome, and finally completed by Domenico Fontana in 1590. It's hard to see behind this facade. Now, John Lorenzo Bernini designs the famous chair of St. Peter in the apse of the interior and the baldacchino over the main altar, and is responsible for this entrance piazza where I'm standing now, leading to this great edifice. Other great authors, such as Raphael, Giacomo della Porta, and Antonio Segallo, have given their input over a century period to make St. Peter's Basilica a reality. Now, what is it that strikes the captivation of many of this grand facade? One can sense a good proportion, skill, and forethought, but perhaps even more so, a sense of intrigue about what goes on behind the facade. Carlo Maderno died on January 30th, 1629 in Rome. His legacy of 4 centuries could go on for many more. God be with you.